What's going on, you guys, and welcome on back to the channel, where today we're going to be doing a pure value 1440p system with an RTX 5070, which will be available in our shop for $11.99. So if you like what you see here, make sure you head to beeasybuilds.com and pick one up before they're all gone. And without further ado, let's just get right on into it, shall we? So for our motherboard, we got the Asus B650E Max Gaming Wi-Fi. And why this board? Well, number one, it's got Wi-Fi 6E, it's got PCIe Gen 5 in both the M.2 slot and the X16 slot for our 5070. It's got a beefy I/O with USB-C and multiple 10 gig USB ports. And for the price you're gonna pay for it in this system, it's not gonna do to your wallet what Disney did to Star Wars. And for our CPU, we have the Ryzen 5 9600X. And now that the difference between this and the 7600X is only $20, it actually makes sense. And I know a lot of people wish it was a 9800X 3D, but remember, this is a value system. And when you're on a budget building a 1440p system, it doesn't really make sense to spend about $300 more on your CPU and then have to go all the way down from a 5070 to what, a 5060? So now you can't even play 1440p all that well. And besides, playing in 1440p, the difference you're going to get between a 9600X and a 9800X 3D, for people on a tight budget, is not going to be worth that difference. For our hard drive, we have a Crucial P310 1TB. And while some people might wish this was a 2TB drive, remember, this is supposed to be a pure performance value system. And with speeds of up to 7.1 gigabytes, this is a drive that will certainly perform. For our RAM, we have 32 gigabytes, G.Skill Flare X5, DDR5 6000. This memory has some very tight timings, and she clicks. Oh, I love that sound. And lastly, before we put it in the case, let's go ahead and change out the bracket for our AIO. All right. Case time. For the case, we got the Montech XR. And why the Montech XR? Because despite what some haters on Reddit say, fish tank cases are still incredibly popular. And after all the tariffs and the price of steel getting jacked up, you're not gonna find a better fish tank PC with included reverse blade fans for only $70 right now. So, the Montech XR. This is Major Tom to ground control. We've got contact. Ground control to Major Tom. That's affirmative. The Eagle has landed. Over. And for our power supply, we have the Power Spec 750 watt 80 plus gold with the native 12 volt high power. And in typical Be Easy Tech fashion, you know we're going to throw in some cable extensions as well. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy all wired up, and then we'll be ready for the cooler. Click, click. And the last one comes later. And for the cooler, like I said earlier, we have a Thermalright AIO, the 360 Aqua Elite V6. Cause, again, when it comes to cool on a budget, you're not gonna beat Thermalright. And it's got this cool spider webby thingy. No, still doesn't work. Squish. Squish. All right, we'll get that wired up, and then it's time for the star of the show, the 5070. And in goes the baby. This concludes our broadcast day. Click. And there she is. So if you're interested in picking up one of these bad boys for only $11.99, make sure you head to beeasybuilds.com now before they're all gone. And as always, game on, be easy, and we'll see you guys next time.